At this point in time, if you are a PC gamer, we are in absolute crisis here in terms of prices. There's been an attack on DDR5 memory, and the only solution, at least that I can think of right now, is heading down to your local dumpster and trying to find something that could even be free. And in this case, when I was dumping off a heap of rubbish, I was quickly at the dumpster and I saw there was this PC. It didn't look like it had been sitting for too long. And this is important because if it's exposed to rain and stuff like that, those components that otherwise could have worked may just be gone after getting rained on. However, the exact model of this PC is a HP Z240. Now, these usually carry 6th gen i7, so i7 6700. However, this PC is pretty dirty. It's got a lot of dust and it's even got cobwebs or spider webs at the front of the PC. So what we're gonna do before we even attempt to boot it up is give it a quick clean down and then try and get a boot out of this thing. And then if anything is broken inside, then perhaps we can fix it and make the cheapest PC possible. And also keep in mind, we are going to have to add storage since there was no storage inside too. However, let's get on to cleaning and we'll do that right after today's video sponsor.
Do you need to get Windows activated and don't want to spend stupid amounts of money on a key? Well, if that's you, then today's video sponsor SCD Keys has you covered. For as little as $21 for Windows 11 Pro or $13 for Windows 10 Enterprise, you can get activated instantly. And also, don't forget to use the coupon code BFTYC for a big juicy discount. Links in description below.
Okay, this is really weird because there is like, it's booting up like absolutely fine. So there's like, doesn't look like there perhaps is a faulty part in this PC, which is like, wow, like people just throw this out. They just throw it in the recycling bin. And perhaps there's even an SSD on board because even though, what? Okay, this is a little bit weird. I swear there was no SSD here, but is there an M.2 underneath that GPU? So we now got this PC running Firmark 2 and it's looking like it's absolutely fine. In other words, I don't have to add a single part to this dumpster dive PC right here, which would mark, I think, first for the channel outside of a dumpster, because usually when I get dumpster PCs, there's something, at least one part that's wrong or doesn't work properly, or it doesn't come with a drive. This one's come with an SSD that's installed into the PC, an NVMe, it must be under the GPU. But also, I came into this thinking, pulling that side panel off, going, well, I can get a 550 watt power supply, maybe that works. If that doesn't work, then maybe I've got a GTX 1660. And by the way, it's also a GTX 1660 Super. Or at worst, I'll probably have a CPU, an i7 6700. So I'll probably get like 50 bucks in value out of this pull. But I never thought I would just have a whole working PC that's going to be absolutely fine. Anyhow, what we're gonna do right now is we're quickly gonna change over the GPU thermal paste and also give it a wipe down, and we'll also install some games as well. We'll just try out a couple of games and then see what the performance is in some titles. And I mean, this one will probably be a pretty short video. So we've now just changed the thermal paste on the CPU cooler and the graphics card, and the weird thing is we didn't really have to, because both of these components just haven't been used much at all. In fact, the graphics card, as we saw before with that little shock insert video clip, it had literally no dust on the thermal pads, which means that it had seen very little use. Now, looking at the gaming performance, when we started up the games, there was no coil whine or anything coming from the PC, but also was pretty quiet, and the FPS is still decent, especially for a dumpster dived PC that came out with CS2, for instance, on Italy. We played this full map on Deathmatch. We ended up getting, on this particular map, over 150 average FPS, and the 0.1% lows was still pretty good here at, I think they bottomed out around 22 or 24, but officially on the benchmark it said 24 when I closed off the benchmark. So really decent, especially for an older PC. You can still get up and play games at reasonable FPS online and still be competitive with a PC like this. Now, the other game we tested out was Fortnite, the new season. It's pretty popular. I'm enjoying it a lot myself. They even had this bleach thing like Kurosaki Ichigo in the shop, so I decided to spend my extra V-Bucks that I've earned off the battle passes over the last few seasons, and I got that skin. It was pretty cool. But this PC ended up giving us pretty good average FPS. The 0.1% lows, just like CS2, they're not that great, but they're still decent. It still makes for a playable experience, especially if you go out and then get a 144 Hertz monitor, which at this point in time, I think even like 200 Hertz monitors, 1080p, they're just dirt cheap right now. So basically when it comes to PC gaming, you don't have to worry about DDR5 memory just going insane. You can still get away on DDR4, and even though this is the extreme budget end, going to the dumpster and the recycling center, you can still get away with higher end DDR4 profiles. And we're gonna go into the next video that we do. We're gonna show you, say for instance, an i7-12700, we're gonna show you DDR4 versus DDR5, just on that particular rig with, say, a higher end graphics card, what kind of performance you're missing out on. But right now, you can get DDR4 off the used market extremely cheap. In my recent parts hunt, I picked up absolute bargains. I'll put the link to that video up here if you want to check out some of the deals I get off the used market. However, before we get on out of here, we're gonna change scenes up a little bit and talk about one pretty important factor that I feel is the reason why I got this PC to begin with. So we are now here at the final element of today's video, and this is the recycling center. In fact, we are at a place called Merrimack Recycling Center. Now, the thing about this one here is that Merrimack itself is a regular suburb on the Gold Coast. And the suburb that I live in, called Wurundjeri, is about 10-minute drive from here. But this actual recycling center is on the edge of Merrimack. And what makes this so important is that it's the closest recycling center to then the higher socioeconomic suburbs on the Gold Coast. And for instance, even just a 2-minute drive from this recycling center, there's these ritzy homes that are all waterfront and they're worth like millions of dollars. And so a lot of these higher socioeconomic areas, the people there, they just upgrade their gaming PCs, and then their older gaming PCs and their older computers, they'll just go and trash them instantly at the recycling center without even thinking twice about either reselling it or donating it somewhere, because it's just really easy for them to do that. And so this recycling center in particular, I was coming here because it's, again, closest to my suburb being the other way, but it's also really convenient in that when I come here, it's very quick and efficient, it's organized really well. But then also on top of that, I started to realize after I got this gaming PC, and then once I researched it, it's actually the closest recycling center to literally all the higher socioeconomic suburbs on the Gold Coast. So this one in particular, I do believe, is going to have a lot of good gaming PCs that are going to come through its recycling center bin. Anyway, guys, I hope that tip helps some people out there, especially if you are looking at the prices of DDR5 memory and you're just thinking this is impossible to get into PC gaming. This is one way that you can just get a PC, save it from going into landfill, and also give it a new life. Now, in the case of this PC, as we said before, everything worked. In fact, all we had to do was add Wi-Fi, adapter to get Wi-Fi, and then also add a Windows 11 key. And everything worked absolutely fine outside of that. And we were able to play 2 games absolutely fine. And in fact, when we looked at the temperatures while we're playing games, they were absolutely fine too. Under 70 degrees on both the graphics card and the CPU, and the power consumption really wasn't that bad. I was just really shocked to see something like this end up in the recycling center, but ultimately it ended up being really easy. Actually too easy. In fact, that's probably why I'm a little bit like surprised, because I thought, oh yeah, we're gonna have like a nice long video and a journey for you guys and talk about what difficult parts we came into, but we ended up coming into literally like a brand new GTX 1660 Super and a CPU cooler. Honestly, when I started cleaning off the thermal paste off that cooler, it looked like it hadn't worn any heat. In fact, it only had just worn age, dried up from age, and that was it. So crazy that people would throw these kinds of things out. Anyway, guys, with all that out of the way, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then be sure to hit that like button. And if you have any questions or comments, as well as any pickups that you have just gotten in terms of recycling centers and stuff like that, then drop some comments down in the comment section below. Love reading your thoughts and opinions as always. With that aside, I'll catch you on another one very soon. Also, if you're wondering why my voice is like this, I recently got sick over Christmas. And yeah, it's a weird story behind it. Maybe on a live stream I can talk about it, but yeah, I basically just am recovering a little bit. My voice was actually worse a few days ago, but now it's getting a bit better. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out for now. Bye.